Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier is just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll bring it back. It's Evans. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. Fights off the defender. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Back to pass, it's back. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man, it's Bell. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Etienne. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Unloads to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
The give to the tailback. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall?
That's the end of the first quarter, and after one, we are scoreless.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's back. It's complete to the right. Smashes through. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The offense set for a 1st down play. Using his legs, it's Etienne. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head. You're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but you can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Unloads it left. And that pass picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one.
I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man, it's Henderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some.
And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Slings it downfield. And his throw is incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Howard. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Henderson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lovett. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Howard. And the Buckeyes get enough for the 1st down.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold him to a field goal.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to him because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put...
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play action fake. Slips a tackle. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On the run, it's Henderson. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quick strike complete. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 3, Georgia 2.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I tell you what, these are so frustrating, right? He drops back, it's a pass, he wants to throw the football, but when he starts scrambling, these are those chances where you get those chase down poke outs or hit the QB as hard as you can to try to force a fumble. You got to do something to get the offense the football back.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th.
That makes the score Ohio State 10.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
38. Set to advance on the football.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds space on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking for room. It's Judkins. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. Both of these offenses sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, dude.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.